I'm looking crazy. Hello YouTube family, thank you guys for tuning back into my channel, and I am here with another video. Only people who get to see me like this are my boyfriend, my family, and strangers on the street, because I literally like I move like this when I have to go places, because when I'm dressed up I get so much eyes on me, like not even to like be on some like stush vibe, like really people be in my face, that when I'm like just going to a store, this is how I go. So yeah, so now my YouTube family gets to see me looking crazy, no secrets. I have nothing on my face, I don't have a wig on, my hair is in plaits, and I'll put my wig on after this. And literally all I have is some Vaseline and some lotion on my face. So you see the real Sarah right here, if you guys have not seen. True complexion, everything. But the reason why we are doing this video today and I'm looking like this is because I'm gonna be getting ready with you guys. Yes, we're gonna be getting ready, and I had this on my mind, and I was like, you know what, like I need to start talking about these things, because I watch a lot of stories on YouTube and I'm like, oh my god, like I can relate. So I'm like, you know what, maybe I should share my stories. Let me slow down because I'm talking really fast. Maybe I should share my stories with you guys so that you guys can also get that feeling that I get when you're like, you're not alone. So I'm not saying this story to put my business out there. Let me start my makeup while I'm talking, because that's the whole point. But I'm using NYX Shine Killer. I love this. I get it on Amazon. I actually have it on like a monthly subscription, and it's cheaper that way. I think I get it for like $4. So I will list the link down below. This keeps my face matte like all night, all day. I really love it. I love the way the makeup lays, etc. But I'm not making this video to put my business out there or to throw shade at anybody or to bring up things from the past, because like, why are you talking about it now? But I'm just gonna start sharing my stories about the things I've been through, because a lot of people realize that I'm really a lone wolf, and I really like mostly just hang out with like my old friends from like high school, and some like random people here and there that I really trust. And like, if it's not me and my boyfriend, like I don't even rock out with my family, because my family are like funny. So it's literally just be me. So the reason why I really stopped like really hanging out with people and etc. is because of my experiences and all the stuff that I really been through. So this one experience is about this girl. Oh my god, this is like a true life horror story. Like, it was the craziest thing I ever felt like experienced, and I experienced some crazy shit, but this was crazy. This girl, well, I was dating this guy or whatever. We're just gonna start from the start. I was dating this guy, and this girl, she was dating his friend, and I don't know how to multitask, like what the fuck. Okay, yeah, she was dating his friend or whatever the case may be, and oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna take a second and I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna find my thought. Okay, I got my train of thought. I think all I really need to do was like just get some of my makeup out, because that was what was really distracting me. So I was dating this guy, and she was dating his friend, and that's how I met her. So I just added some LA Girl Pro orange concealer to around my dark circles. I'm human, I have dark circles around my mouth, around my eyes, so this is how I get rid of them when I do my makeup. So yeah, she was the friend, this girl I met, she was the friend of this guy that I was dating. And what's so crazy is that he definitely warned me. It was so like random. We were going to this event and he was just like, hey, there's gonna be like this other girl there, and she's the girlfriend of like one of the guys there, and like she's just a little weird, so just, you know, stay rear of her, like stay clear of her, don't really like whatever. So I took heed at first, of course, because if somebody gives you a random warning, then there must obviously be like something wrong with, like, or something has happened to make them feel like they need to warn you in advance. So anytime somebody give you a warning, that's red flag number one. And if you ignore it, whatever happens to you afterwards is on you. It really is on you, like, because you've been warned. So now I was like, okay, weird warning, but like whatever, I guess I'll like stay clear, whatever. So I see this girl at the event, and like she was weird. Like I didn't notice it at first, but like she was clearly trying to get my attention. Like where I was sitting, I'm very antisocial, so when I go somewhere, especially when I know people, I just kind of be chilling. And like she was definitely like cleaning up around me. Like she just was finding every reason to, like, I guess she was just doing like Molly the maid work for no reason, because we were at an event. But like she was just cleaning around or whatever, just doing the most or whatever, trying to get attention. But I didn't even know that was the girl like he was talking about. I mean, like obviously, because she was like the girlfriend, but like, you know, I still wasn't just really watching too much face about it. So now eventually she gets to speaking to me briefly, like asking me like random questions or whatever. And I liked her energy. Like she seemed really nice or whatever. So you know me, I do what I want to do. Like that's the problem, regardless of what people tell me, I do what I want to do. So even though I was warned, I still, like, I guess befriended her in a way. Like we traded like information or whatever the case may be. And we started speaking. So now I'm also like a bad texter, so even if we trade information, after a while I'm not really gonna be like texting back all the time, because I'm just bad at communication, because I have so much to do all the time. So I guess to get my attention, she decided that she wanted to come and like cry for help about some shit like that really didn't have anything to do with me. But I wanted to be like a good like person. Like I'm just like that, and I'm such a woman's advocate. So she was having like domestic issues with her boyfriend or whatever, and she was like, oh, you know, like and with her mom, and like she was just, her life was just a mess. Like, not to say it like that, but her life was just like all over the place with like everything she was having. And sometimes when like people have like multiple issues in their life, you have to kind of stop and be like, well, maybe you're the common denominator. Like maybe like wouldn't you think that? Because like you're having issues left and fucking right. Like, so I'm just concealing my face using like LA Girl Pearl concealer. But I don't really like to like prejudge people, like especially with the business that they tell me. I think that's very bad if you like, somebody tells you, like confides in you with like something personal, and then you use what they told you to like judge them or have preconceived notions about them. I think that's like really bad. Like I hate when people have done that to me in the past, which is why I don't share things anymore. So I just don't like to do things that I don't like to be done to me. So I didn't judge her in that way, which I should have, because this was bad shit crazy. And then, but you also have to wonder, like, when people don't know you, like, why are you telling me all of your business? Like, why, when people start to tell you all of their business and they don't know you, one, they can't actually be just vulnerable. You know, a lot of people are just vulnerable in this life, and they just meet people and like they just, or some people may seem a little more trustworthy to them, so they just want to vent. But then 8 times out of 10, I'm not going to say 9 because it just would be too much of a fact if I said 9, but 8 times out of 10, they're telling you that much because they kind of want to, my mom used to say it's kind of like when you butter somebody's lip. I'm Haitian, so it sounds more decent in Creole, but in English it means when you put butter on somebody's lip. When you put butter on somebody's lip, it basically means like you're feeding them maybe fake information, or not even fake information, you're feeding them a perception, and you're giving so much of it so that they can feel comfortable feeding you back that perception. But because they're not in a manipulative state of mind, they're actually feeding back their perception that's true of themselves and their real life truth. So what I say to say that is that people will tell you so much shit about themselves so that you can start telling them shit about you, so that you can feel comfortable telling them stuff about you. That's what I'm saying in a nutshell. Latte. Latte. He does not listen. He doesn't listen. Like, he's a puppy, he's a baby, and he just, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Are you barking, baby boy? Say hi, Latte. It's my baby. My baby boy. I literally spoil him like he's a child. So, back to the story. Latte, please, mommy is filming. He don't listen. Yeah, so be aware of people who share too much with you at first, because one thing I learned is that, like, people who are really nice is because they're actually not, because they're trying so hard to be nice. Like me, even when you first meet me, you'll experience a little bit of mean in me, because I kind of react however I want to react. Not, it's bad to say that, but I kind of just react true to myself. So if I'm not feeling something, I'm gonna let you know that, whether you don't like it or not, and I'm gonna always tell you the truth, because I learned that, like, you just gotta just tell people the truth. Like, we're too old right now to be sugarcoating things. So nevertheless, she told me a lot of her business, and I'm just like, oh, you know, girl, like, don't feel bad about yourself. Like, don't feel that way. I've gone through this, I've gone through these issues, and these issues I'm gonna discuss on my channel, because I want YouTube and I want my family to know, like, the real me. Like, and I'm so honest with myself and my truth that, like, no one can hurt me with it, which is what she ended up trying to do. So, like, I was telling her basically, like, you know, like, I went through this, I went through that, I went through this, you know, I could go down the list. And she's like, oh, but you're so pretty. And you know, like, what are you talking about? Like, just because somebody's pretty or somebody look a certain way, people don't go through things. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you talking about? Like, everybody goes through things. It doesn't matter how you look. If you're human and you live on this earth, whether you are rich or dirt poor, you go through things, okay? That's just life. I never thought that people passed away based on their looks. Like, but whatever. It's just, I'm just pointing these things out because all of these are red flags. Okay, all of them. Yeah, so now, I just pointed out most of my flaws just so that, like, she doesn't feel like she's alone, like you're the only one going through it. So now, fast forward, long story short, we were friends for, like, what, maybe like a few weeks, and, like, I never told, like, the person I was dating that I was, like, I had befriended her. Well, she befriended me, and I allowed it because he already warned me, and I would feel, and I know it was dishonest, and I knew it would end up blowing back in my face at some point. But, like, I just didn't want to, like look like, oh, like, you know, deceitful, even though I ended up looking deceitful anyways. But whatever, like, yeah. So I didn't say anything about it. I don't know if, like, matter of fact, I'm gonna say I know there was a jealousy factor, because I felt like, you know, it was a point where, like, I was dating the guy I was dating for, like, only, like, a few months, and, like, I was being treated really well. Like, I was getting, like, flown out and, like, wined and dined and shit like that. Like, you know, like, boss girl shit. Getting treated how you supposed to be treated. And if you with a man and you can't, and he can't do nothing for you, sweetie, you need to find a new man. I'm not saying that I'm a gold digger, but I'm not gonna be with a guy that can't do for me. Like, it just does not make any sense. Like, what are we with? What, to just have sex? Sex is everywhere, girl. There is pleasure everywhere. Like, I'm not gonna be with a guy just for pleasure. Like, you have to, like, bring much more to the table. But whatever. Some girls just have lower standards, and then they get mad at girls like us who solidify standards from the jump. Like, don't be mad at me because I came in, like, playing chess. Like, yeah, this is the move I'm making, and this is the move you need to make, and I need to be ahead of this game at all the time, whatever. Like, we ain't living in high school days no more. We're not young, we're not small, we're like men run us, or men try to, no, we run things, women run things. Like, women run things, you know, you know that song. That's not how the song go, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's the reference I'm trying to use or whatever. She was just getting mistreated by him, and like, you know, girls just can't leave. They just get attached or whatever. Like, we all go through it. And she just couldn't leave or whatever. And like, she used to just like dog this guy out to her friends, to me, and then like I'd see her with him, like posting about him, whatever, and I just started to be like, all right, I need to mind my business. I need to stop giving this girl like preacher talks and stuff like that, because obviously nothing is like sinking in. Like, she's gonna do whatever it is that she wants to do. Oh my god, I just forgot, I didn't even put on foundation. Like, I'm bugging. Like, what? I always do this, always. It's just, it don't make no sense. I'm just gonna go in with some Clinique Stay Matte. This is my favorite foundation. It's obviously done. I'm struggling to get the last of it out. I need to re-up on a lot of things in my makeup box. Like, my makeup box is just running real dry, like literally. I don't even know how I'm gonna fit this foundation in. I'm gonna do my best and then probably just re-contour over. But yeah, so she was just yeah, I felt like it was a jealousy factor, because she would say things like, oh, you're so lucky, you're going to do this and you're doing that and you're getting this and you're getting that. And it's like, no, I'm not. It's not that I'm lucky. Like, I made a point to the things that I need, and I put myself in a position to receive the things that I want to get. Like, if you're selling yourself short, that's you, bitch. This ain't luck, bitch. This is strategy. Strategic. I tell you, I was a math whiz. I know what 2 + 2 equals, and that's 4, girl. So she was selling herself short, and she felt a way about what I was like, I guess, like my journey and what I was doing, or whatever the case may be. So she feed spoons me all this, like, oh, he's doing this, and he's so violent, he's done this to me, and he also, look, he's in the newspaper for doing this. And I'm just like, girl, if this man is in a newspaper in another state for like committing a crime against a woman, why in the would you be dating this person? Like, there is critical, this is not alleged news, this is posted, sealed, and there are charges. Okay, so like, if you like research that on him, or whether you found out before or after, like, girl, you stay, like, and then now you're trying to use it to validate how much of a bad person he is. Like, that don't make any sense. Like, what? Like, you don't realize that I just keep having that huh face like through the whole story, because like, that was just the whole situation. Like, huh? Confused. Fast forward, she calls me one night, like, oh, like, you know, like, I got kicked out of my house, and you know, my boyfriend did this, and like, I don't know what to do, I don't have anywhere to go, I'm just like, I'm dying, whatever, like, really in distress. And I'm just telling her, like, you know, like, well, you don't have any family, or like, what can you do? And she's like, oh, well, I have some family over here and over there, but I can't get to them right now, and just making all the excuses in the world. So I was just like, hey, well, you know, like, if you want to get away, you can, like, I'm a little far out, but you can come over, you can cool out, or whatever the case may be, and then like tomorrow you can just kind of like get your head together or whatever and get to where you need to go or whatever. I was just being very, very nice, because I saw someone in distress. I've been in like situations where I'm just like, I wish I had a friend, you know what I'm saying, like, just crying, stressed out about different things, and just wishing you had a friend. So I just try to be that friend to her, because I was just really at a point in my life where I was so fed up with how I was being treated by like people who were supposed to be my friend, that I just vowed to just like be a good friend to like anyone that I ever encountered, like, to just make other people experience different from what I experienced, because I know how horrible like it felt for me to experience that. I completely forgot that I was cooking, and I almost like burned the food. And yeah, I'm cooking, you guys. I'm a big time chef after I start up this you know, fashion thing. I am going to get into the restaurant business, because I'm very good at cooking, and I'm not just good at cooking, I love it. And my boyfriend like loves that I love it, because I just use him as my test dummy to like try all my food And I just like sit down and watch back and wait for him to like test it out and tell me how good it is. But anyways, he comes over. Big mistake. Number one, be very, very delicate with your phone number, your address first. I don't know why I said phone number first. Address, phone number, personal email addresses. Just be delicate with your information. Now that we older, we can't have we're not kids anymore. We can't have friends over. People are not friends anymore. People are strangers. People are adults who can make critical decisions. I watch a lot of true crime. I watch a lot of that stuff, so I know for a fact that like there's a lot of danger, a lot of danger. So you know, you never know what people's intentions are. People are getting killed by their friends. People are just going through a lot of scary things. People are getting set up by people like they meet for, you know, it's just crazy. So you have to be very sacred with your information, your house, everything. I have so many stories to give y'all as examples, because this is not just one example. I have a million examples, so this is just an example about your address, and then I'm going to give you another example about your phone number in another story time. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one, because that one was even crazier, which is why I don't give out my phone number. Comes over with this sob story. She's crying like her mom is in jail for like beating her up, and like she had all these bruises and stuff on her. But it's like, I don't even know, like, did this come from your mom? Did this come from your boyfriend? Like, you're telling me so many different versions of the like situation. I just don't even know what's going on. Like, after I found out how crazy this girl was, I'm like, did she probably do this to herself? Because she's bad shit crazy. So at that point, I'm thinking like, oh my god, like, oh my god, you need to go to the cops. Oh, but you already did. Okay, like you need to like find a shelter to stay in. Like, you need to call some family. Like, you really need to get yourself out of this situation. I'm like really being like thinking like, oh my god, like really critically about like what's going on, what I see before my eyes. So she just says that she's just gonna sleep it off or whatever, and then like tomorrow she's gonna figure out if she can go like to a family member or anything. So she goes to sleep, and like I'm up, I'm a late bird, I be up just doing mad things, and like her phone keeps going off, and like I see it's her boyfriend. So I'm like waking her up, like, you know, he's calling a lot. Do you want to turn off your phone, put it on vibrate, or like maybe just answer him? Maybe they're worried about you. Like, I don't know the situation, but the way they were calling, I'm telling you, like 3 times a minute. Like, it was like ring ring stop, boom, ring ring stop, boom, ring ring stop, and I couldn't take it. Like, girl, put this on mute, answer it, do something, because this is just crazy. So now she's like, just ignore it. So now I said, do you want me to answer him for you? No, you don't have to answer him or whatever. Just let it ring off or whatever. So now I see she goes back to sleep, and I see a text message pop up. Y'all see my face. Y'all see my face. So this is where it begins. So I see a text message pop up. What am I doing? I didn't bake yet. So I'm using Sasha Buttercup to bake. It's my favorite. It goes so well with my complexion, and I'm gonna put the link down below for where I get it affordable on Amazon as well. And I also have this on recurring orders, but I really don't even need it. Like, I had 2 so far, and like I'm still on my first one, and I've had this for months, so it goes a long way. A little goes a long way. So now I see a text pop up, and a text has my name in it. So if a text has my name in it, I shall see what the text has to say. I know this was kind of like, I was thinking like afterwards, like maybe I shouldn't have gone in her phone, but honestly, like, I'm a very like curious person, and if I see something, I want to investigate. Like, I'm like the white people in the movies. If I hear a gunshot, I'm gonna run towards it so I can see who shot the bullets and who got shot, and see if I can help the person. And I'm a snitch. I'm going to the court of law, and I'm gonna report your ass. I do not believe in injustices. So a text message pop up with my name in it, right? I told her like it would be like best if like both of the people we were dating didn't know that we were speaking to each other. I didn't tell her it was because he didn't want me to speak to him, but I was just like, you know, I just have a principle where I just really don't like to involve like third parties or like, and this is the exact reason why. So I just wanted to be like real, like, you know what, like until we kind of like are around each other a little more, around them, we shouldn't really just be like in each other, like at each other's like spaces or whatever. So that's where I went wrong too, you know. He wasn't supposed to know that we were like, she was here or anything. Like, that was the ordeal. So when I seen that message, I'm like, what? Wait, what? So now I go on her phone. She's sleeping and her phone is locked. So I literally asked her, like, unlock your phone. Can you unlock your phone? And she unlocked it. Like, she's such a dunce. Like, I guess she was, because she was tired. I'm using the Jumbo Eye Pencil in white, NYX. This is what I use to kind of like put my, like, because I got like these cute little palettes as gifts, but they're not as pigmented. So I try to just still use them, but in order to get like the brightest color out of them, I gotta put white as a base first. So I'll put the link down below too. I get this on Amazon too for real cheap. So I'll put it in the link below. I'm a detective. I've been Inspector Gadget. You know, anybody who's been in a relationship has been Inspector Gadget. So I put on my little magnifying glass and I went into the search, literally, and I typed in my name. And then, you know, when you go into an iPhone and you go into the message center and you go into search and then you type in your name, you're gonna see everything in the whole text message that are available with your name including in it, or whatever you type in there included in it. So I typed in, so I went and woo, ping, we got several hits. We got 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit, 5 hit. So for people who shouldn't know that we are in communication, your boyfriend shouldn't know we are in communication with each other, that's sure a lot of communication with my name in it, right? Unless you know 2 Sarahs. But you know what, let me further investigate before I assume, because I don't like to assume. I like evidence. I like receipts. So I went and got a receipt. So I clicked, boom, one of the first messages I saw, and you guys wouldn't believe what the fuck, what I found. Okay, literally, I'm scrolling through. I don't even remember what the text messages included with me, but this girl was writing to her boyfriend and sending her boyfriend videos of me like putting my wig on and stuff like that. Like me, I'm a person, like if I'm with my friends and I'm like tired or I'm hot or whatever, or we in a bathroom, or we like just hanging out, like we take a bathroom break and go to the girls' bathroom, like I take off my wig for a second, like, and let my head breathe, and like just like, oh my god, if I gotta itch it, I itching it sometimes, like, you know, when the wig is on your head, your hair just feels so constrained. And like she dead had a video of me of one time where we were in the bathroom doing like touching up our makeup and stuff, and like she dead videotaped me, and like underneath the videotape comment it dead said like, oh well, I told you, babe, I told you she not that cute, look at her with her Meek Mill braids and this and that. Like, girl, bye, like bye Felicia times 100, bye. What are you talking about, bitch? You see me right now, bitch? I don't got no, like, it just pissed me off. Like, what do you mean? Like, and that's where insecurity falls in, okay? That's when you see it, who a real insecure girl is. Why are you trying to prove to your boyfriend that I'm not that cute? Why is that a conversation? I don't understand. I would never be talking to my man about or proving or disproving the looks of another woman to my man. Like, what type of like insecure type of thing is that? Like, girl, get it together, girl, bye. Like, what are you talking about? Like, first of all, no one would ever pick up your man. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, never in my life. Do you see how you are getting treated versus me? That already shows you what class of type of female I'm in versus you, okay? And I'm only talking like this not because I'm a stush bitch. I'm talking like this because this he had some goddamn nerve. And so now furthermore, so I keep digging, and like I didn't really find much but like 2 videos from the bathroom, and then like the comments about like how I'm not really like cute, whatever the case may be. But and then like I saw one more comment that just blew my mind. It was just something that I had confided in her and told her because I needed to find out something, and I knew she was the perfect source. So I needed to find that information out. And she even transpired that to her boyfriend. So you see how dangerous this girl was? Not only was this girl telling me like real bad, like criminally offensive things, like past, present, and future of this man that she's dating, and like accusing him of all these things, and like really speaking of him in the worst possible light, and then like turning around to him and then like trying to like come for me, like for no reason. Like I was helping you, like I was being a friend to you, like, and I should have wondered why the hell you ain't have no friends, because I know why I don't have no friends. Like I have friends, I just don't have a lot of friends, like a big posse, because I choose not to. I'm a very likable person and people always want to talk to me, so. But I just try to maintain being safe and protecting my energy. But I should have realized, like, why does this girl not have no friends? Like, and this is why, because you're a creep. And the story gets crazier. Yes, it gets crazier. It's like all the proof starts rolling in after. And that's what I really hate about like situations like this. Situations like this is kind of like the cops. They come in after the murder. They come in after things done gone crazy. Like that's when they come in. They don't come in like before to prevent. Like, yeah, so I just wanted to do a little pink on the eye or whatever, because I'm gonna wear a pink wig. That's what this girl was doing. It was the scariest thing I ever imagined. Like, imagine someone is in your home, laying right next to you, and they're like, you found videos of yourself in their phone. You don't know what these people came to your house to do. You don't know if this is a plot, this is a setup. Like, my heart was just pulsating. I was scared out of my mind. Like, not scared of her, because I would have whooped her ass, which is what I wanted to do. And I was just afraid, because it was just like, now this girl has my address. I don't even know what her intentions are. Why is this guy has a criminal history, and she's saying that he's asking if she's at my house. Like, all of this is going through my head. Like, I'm just like going insane. Like, what the fuck did I get myself into? I don't listen. 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 I just did the first thing that I knew I should have done, and I woke her ass up. Well, first I sent all the screenshots to my own cell phone from her phone, because I said I'm Inspector Gadget and I know how to handle these situations. Then I'm going in with the True Complexion palette in medium to dark. I love this. This is what gives me like my contour. I get it for real cheap on Amazon. I know I keep saying that, but I do. So I'm just gonna make sure I put that in the link down below so you guys can like order it or whatever. But yeah, so I woke her up. I was like, okay, like, you need to get dressed. Like, now. You need to get dressed now. She's like, why? What's going on? What's going on? Like, what's wrong? Like, we just need to get dressed. You need to get dressed. Mind you, I'm holding her phone in my hand. Like, I'm not giving her phone until she steps out the door, out of my house. So, she's like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, you need to call yourself an Uber right now. You need to go. You need to leave. Like, you need to, like, get out, like, right now. So, while she's getting dressed, she's so confused, acting, oh, she's confused, you crazy ass. Not gonna say it. I had to do my eyeliner off camera because, like I said, I don't have one of those like small little selfie mirrors yet. Well, I had one and it broke and I have yet to replace it. So this mirror is a little far from me that I'm doing my makeup on. Like, it's really far, like it's all the way back there. So I'm just putting on some mascara on my real lashes. I love this mascara. I get it from Amazon too. Amazon is just mine. You know, I don't gotta go nowhere. I just click, click, click. 2-day Prime. It's at my door. Sometimes it's 1 day. So if I need mascara, I'm about to do makeup tomorrow and I have mascara, Amazon got me, okay? They also do 1-day Prime on a lot of the makeup items. So you can get your makeup in 1 day. Like, it's my favorite mascara. I think it's the Luminous. It's a little faded because I had it for a while. The Luminous Slash Blast Mascara. I'm putting it in the link below. But, yep, it's a double jointed one. So it comes with 2 ends. Really love it. But back to this girl. Now I walk her out, and as she's walking, I'm telling her like, are you like, why would you do something like that? Like, I felt more so hurt more than like anything, because I'm just like, wow, like I was really helping you and like you hurt me in such a way like this. Like, for what? Like, what is your motive? Like, what's the point? Like, I just wanted to understand why. So she was just like, I don't know, there's something wrong with me. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. Something wrong with me. I don't know why I did it. Please forgive me. I don't have anywhere to go. I'm like, no, you have to go. You have to leave. I gave her phone at the door and she left. I wanted so bad to beat this girl up, but I have to understand that I'm in my home. I'm in my home with my family and stuff like that. I'm not gonna cause a scene and get myself out of character and get myself locked up for no crazy ass girl, you know what I'm saying? What I did do was the next day I did marry myself on down to the precinct and file a restraining order, because this girl knows my address now. So now I need to protect myself at all costs, regardless of what her motive was. I just had to let them know what I saw, show them the receipts, and just say I feared for my life and I just wanted to protect myself. You know, we aren't children anymore, so we can't take situations like this lightly. Like, we gotta act fast, we gotta act smart, and we gotta make sure we always protect ourselves. And I use the law now. I'm sorry, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I pay taxes. So on her way home, she ended up like hitting me up or whatever, sending me this long heartfelt essay about like, oh, I'm really sorry, I don't know why I did such a thing, blah 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 blah. I'm about to do my lips with NYX. I love this. Yes, Amazon again. My entire list is gonna be Amazon. This is the color Abu Dhabi. Girl, like, what are you telling me? I don't care. I left her on red and I just screenshotted it because I just needed my evidence, because this girl is untrustworthy. So I just needed to have all evidence of everything she was contacting me about until I figured things out. I was just so devastated, because it's like, what do you do now? Of course, you hit up the person that you met her through, which told me not to meet her. So I didn't know what to do. I was just like, wow, I literally have to like not know what the hell is going on after this girl leaves my house. I don't know, what do I do? If I do ask for like advice or help from the source I need to, I'm gonna expose my lies. Like, I was just, what I should have did is I should have did that from the jump. I should have just went to him, because I ended up getting back to him anyways, because this girl ended up twisting the plot. Yo, this girl is such a manipulator. It's so crazy how she manipulated the whole situation. So if I didn't have the screenshot and the evidence, I would have looked like liar. And I'm so happy I had all my P's and Q's in a pod. Okay, let me get closer because I'm gonna do my lips. So yeah, so she now playing victim, she goes and after she writes me, why does this crazy girl go on Instagram? Mind you, I have blocked her, right? I blocked her after she left my house or whatever. And this, after I left her on red, this girl was so salty that she went on Instagram and she wrote a story about me talking about, oh, I'm such a crazy ass girl. And she tagged me. She put an address on it. Yes, she had the audacity to put an address on it after the shit she pulled. So she wrote some blasey blah post about how like I'm crazy because I threatened her. I did threaten her. Okay, I told her if she ever came near me or came near my house again, I would do something. I'm not going to say it on camera, but I would do something, because I'm not going to put myself in jeopardy of anything. But I did say that. And I had to tell her that because I had to leave that girl off with some fear in her heart, because I didn't know what she could do. So I had to use the most fearful thing I could, and I did. And she went and put that on the gram to try to paint me as I was crazy. So now my friend is the person that ended up seeing it on her Instagram and sent it to me like, oh my god, you know this girl, you in affiliation with this girl, because this is what she wrote and posted or whatever. And this girl took a picture from my page from my birthday. She posted it on her story and put a clown emoji on my face. The audacity, girl. What? That makes you want to just like makes you want to like really want to fight, because it's like, what are you doing? Like, are you dumb? Are you crazy? Why would you do such a thing? Like, you have no conscience whatsoever. You are from planet Mars. You don't belong on Earth. Like, you're insane. So it gets worse, because now this is what comes out. So now my friend tells me that like, wow, like, how do you know this girl? This girl is like a lunatic. Like, I went to high school with her, and like, she was always teased by everybody, and then she was really big, and then she went and got gastric bypass. I'm sorry, I'm putting her business out there because I just have to. She's probably watching this video like, this bitch, but I don't care. She was really big, and she had to get gastric bypass surgery, and like, everybody in school used to tease her. So after she got her surgery, she came back with a vengeance, like on some mean girl, like, oh, but like, oh, I'm that bitch, like, well, y'all gotta say now, what y'all got to say now, what you got to say now. Like, she came back on that type of time or whatever. And I guess I heard she was arguing with like Cardi B on the internet, just clout chasing, trying to do clickbait stuff and do mad stuff. Obviously this is an insecure girl with issues. Right now I'm just using the Too Faced palette. Love this palette. Was a birthday gift from my boyfriend. My boyfriend always give me the best birthday gifts. He gave me everything I want, because you know, he literally asked me, Sarah, what do you want? And then I tell him, and he actually buys it. Like, my friend is like, and wait, this is not the first time that I seen her post your picture. Like, she posted you your birthday picture and made you her WCW like 2 months ago. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't even know this girl 2 months ago. What are you talking about? I just met this girl like last month. Like, remember I told you I only knew her for a few weeks. So that means that this psycho knew exactly who the hell I was when she saw me at that event. When she was being Molly the maid cleaning around me at that event. She knew exactly who I was, and she played me. She came in with a sob story, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. She played on my nice card. She got in where she needed to do. She hated on me. She tried to expose me. And I'm just thankful that I caught her at the point where I caught her. Because I was at a very naive point in my life, because I was on a nice train. So she could have taken more advantage of my kindness, like, moving forward. So I'm grateful, thank Lord Jesus, that he gives me a gut. And I'm thankful that I violated her privacy. I know a lot of people are going to comment below like, oh, like, you violated her privacy, you should never want her phone, I would never trust you with my phone. I've never gone into somebody's phone before. Like, that was a first. My gut just would not allow me to just not go into her phone. Like, my gut just says, Sarah, you have to go investigate, you have to. Like, I treated it as if it was my nigga, like as if it was. So now after she had the audacity to write that post about me, I ignored it, because I was like, yo, if I go back and forth with her on the internet, I'm really gonna have to expose her, and exposing her would mean exposing my business, and I just wasn't at a point where I wanted to do something like that. And then my followers and my life didn't interact with her. It's like, we didn't know each other, we didn't know who you were. Like, she was using my name, and I'm not even a celebrity, and you tagging me in your stories or whatever, as if like people are even gonna know who the hell I am or whatever, or like you send them to my page or something, like, oh, I guess thank you, whatever. But like, it was just like, she was just trying to paint me in a bad light, and I could have just entertained her and done the same thing. But I was just like, I'm not even gonna like give her any more of my time or my energy, because I was at a point where I was really trying to heal, and this was just like another and like stab in my back. It was the worst thing I could have felt at the worst time. I really had to hold myself together, or I would have dived back down at the point where I already was in my life. So I just was like, I gotta take this as a L. I gotta take this as a big L. Big L-E-S-S-O-N. Big lesson. God give you blessings, or he give you lessons. Either the blessings gonna have you, or the lessons are gonna have you real vexed. But it's a lesson nonetheless, and you should be happy that you learned it. So I was just grateful at that time. But this girl could not end there. She goes to the guy that I was dating, and she goes and tells him that I'm threatening her, and I said this to her, and I did this and I did that. And he comes to me like why would you not come to me? Why wouldn't you not tell me? And you know, I had nothing I couldn't say, because I should have been honest. I should have never been dishonest from the jump. Like, I was definitely wrong about the way I kept things secret. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't think things were gonna unfold like like that. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, girls never like really stay friends all the time, especially girls that don't really meet off of like interests. Like me and her didn't meet because we were the same type of people. Like, she's not even somebody that I would like normally hang out with. We met because I saw somebody in distress and I thought I could help, you know what I'm saying? And that was just bad judgment on my part, because you have to keep your like space and your energy sacred. You can't invite everybody into your space and your energy. Like, that's not how you're never gonna, like, I've done that for like the whole like younger half of my life, and I wasted so much time, and I'm happy that I've learned now. Like, I'm just adding some color in my face using the palette. I love this. It has the dark tone, the medium tone, which I'm out of because this is it's exactly my complexion. I love using it like over my foundation, and I don't really use the like cream highlight because it's gold, and I don't really like it. Blends in a lot with me, so I don't really use it. Trust everybody in your space and in your surroundings. Like, you can't just do that. You can't just open up to anyone. You can't just, you know, you just can't, like, because we adults now, and there's a lot of crazy people in this world, like, on some real shit. Like, I'm like, I hate that when I'm looking for my stuff and I'm in the makeup box and it's right in front of me because I didn't put it back. Right here I have a real mole, but it always gets like covered up by my makeup, so I'm just gonna draw it back in. But I'm not gonna stop there because I like moles, so I'm gonna put one here and a fake one here. You know, I started putting these fake moles when I used to have really bad acne and I used to get blackheads. And like, if I had a blackhead I used to pick at really badly, I know that's nasty, never pick at your blackheads, I don't do that anymore. But I don't get them anymore. My face is pretty clear because I follow a good regimen. But and I drink a lot of water. But yeah, I used to just put the dot over like the spot that I really couldn't conceal because I didn't know how to do it at that time. So yeah, that's how I got that from. But I like it. Like, it makes me look like Betty Boo sometimes. I'm just gonna go on my Fenty. I'm so mad. Like, look at my Fenty. Like, I don't even want to curve her too much. Like, I never used this whole thing. Like, this whole thing broke the second day I bought this, full price, when it first came out. And it just scattered in my makeup bags and just got washed away and just everywhere since I've gotten it. So I'm just literally, being that a lot goes a long way, I'm just literally just trying to just use as much as I can. I could only imagine, I've been using it like this for so long that I can only imagine if I actually had a full palette, I would have it forever. Yeah, she went to him and she told him, and he came to me, and like, I'm happy that like he was upset, but he wasn't like as upset because I guess he already knew she was crazy. He was just like, I told you, you don't listen. But he definitely was like, I can't trust you anymore. And like, that kind of like really like tore a lot of the trust between us. But it was what it was. And like, I just kind of just like put her behind my past, and like I just like blocked her out my life from everything. Like, I was like, this girl, like the best thing to do with like someone who hates on you like that, or try to like ruin your life, or does something crazy like that, is to completely block them out of your life in any way possible. Like, make them invisible. Because one thing that people hate is when they don't know what's going on with you, and when they can't affect you or your character or how you move or your happiness. So that's all I just ultimately decided to do, and that's just the stress-free way of just getting through like any like situation with, like, not just a crazy one, just in general, like any situation just not good for you. Like, the best way is to just literally like just bow out. Like, listen, like, I'm not even gonna get myself locked up, I'm not gonna get myself in trouble, I'm not gonna get my good looks messed up over you trying to be harder than you and teach you a lesson. Like, karma comes, it comes around 10 times fold as well. So you just let karma deal with people, you let God deal with people. I believe in that. So that's what you just gotta do, period. To that girl, now I'm just gonna use my BH Cosmetics, also from Amazon. Put in a link below. I think this is like, what, $3-4 bucks, and it keeps my makeup long and lasting. Whew, I put a lot on there. I need that baby to stick. So put a little more. I'm just patting it dry. My face is really wet, but once it dry, all it really does is just, it really brings the makeup together. So I just put my wig on, you guys. How do you guys like the final look? Yes, I love this wig. If you guys want a video on how I made this wig, the horror story behind it, as far as buying it, coloring it, designing it, etc., is the horror story. But I got it done, and really cost efficiently too. Like, this wig cost me, between like buying it and making it, buying the hair and making it, and the coloring, like $80. Yeah, and it's really good hair. Like, I wash it, the color doesn't wash out. Something just fell. I wash it, the color doesn't wash out that well, and it's like, I love it. So I'm actually hearing people in the back. That's my family. So I'm gonna use everybody know I like my big lippy lip gloss from, this is the Oregon Oil one from, I don't think it makes much of a difference. I think they're all just the same thing, just advertised in different containers. But this is my go-to lip gloss. I like to put a lot of it on. I'll take some off if I need to, but I really love it. Yeah, so basically, you guys, that was my crazy story time about this crazy girl. It just, the warning I want to send you guys is just that you got to be careful who you befriend, who you let in your space. You got to protect your address, your personal information. You got to protect your family. You got to first and foremost protect yourself. There's a lot of crazy, wicked people who have demons inside of them, insecurities, a lot of things that they're battling, and you don't want that transpiring or transferring over to you or your zen of energy. So you just really gotta just really be careful about that. So thank you guys for getting ready with me. This is the final look. I hope you guys love it. If you guys want a video on how to customize this hair, drop a comment down below. If you guys also have a crazy friend story, share it down in your comments below. I want to hear you guys' story. I want to know that I'm not the only one who experienced a crazy ass friend, not even friend, acquaintance. Just like, it makes it so hard to meet new people now. So if you have a story, drop it down in the comment below. So I just want my girls to just protect themselves like I've been protecting myself, and I'm on a really great journey, and I want you guys to join me on this great journey. So I will see you guys in my next video.